everybody just calls me Pelumi. I'm a presenter, architect, actress, and a content creator. I was practicing while I was doing my master's, but then I got my big break into the into the presenting world when I was about to finish with my master's, which was in 2016. So in my head, I'm like, what are you looking for in an office? Besides, while I was doing my IT, that's 2013 when I was in year 3, I really just did not like the 9 to 5, because as an architect, your 9 to 5 is not 9 to 5. You're basically working till 8 in the morning and then you're going to work. The work just continues, so it was really stressful for me and I was so unsure of my life as an architect. So thank God for presenting. So I started with Ebony Life TV, which is where I'm still working at. So what happened was, I was unsure, and then my friends knew how unsure I was because I had issues with a lecturer who basically just demoralized me in seeing myself as an architect. A friend of mine, I was thinking of going into the entertainment industry. I'd always loved being in the entertainment industry, but then I wasn't sure of how I was going to get in. I mean, I dance, I sing, I act, so which one am I going to do exactly? So I was really confused. There was an audition for a show on Ebony Life TV, Women's Z, which is like the younger version or the younger talk show of like Moments with Mo and then the Moments brand in general. So a friend of mine sent it to me like, okay, number one, you like talking. I mean, every lecturer likes when you present. Even we are always clamoring to have you in our group so that you do the presentation for us. So you're a good talker. So why don't you actually see where this leads you? Try out and see, and like you get in. And then I'm like, oh, okay, no problem. I hadn't really even heard about Ebony Life, or I knew Moments with Mo, but then I did not know that she had started her TV station. Or so I was like, okay, fine. And then I went for it, and then I'm like, oh, okay, so this is something, you know. And then I fell in love with presenting during the auditions, and then ever since then, my journey has just been from one thing to another, of me discovering what I can do, what I can't do, and basically God just, directing my path. Okay, so acting, as I said, I was always confused as to what to do. I remember when I was still doing my IT, that's 2013, so I was 18 going on 19, yes. And then I'd take like sick leave like all the time. I'd say, okay, you know what, I'm not feeling fine today, and I'd go for auditions. And then I was never picked because, of course, I really did not know what I was doing. But then there's a part of presenting that is also like acting. So I think in a way presenting trained me for being the life of an actor, being an actor, because I mean, if you're sad, if you're having a bad day, once the cameras come on, you have to be happy. You have to make everybody love you, even when you feel like you're not loving yourself at that moment. So I think there was a part of presenting that felt like I was also an actor. So I started going for auditions again, and then of course, connections as well. I started meeting people in the industry. And yes, I think that's when my acting journey started fully, and then I was able to get on a series like Ghani TV's Oga Pastor. I was also able to act in movies like Eluku, series like Castle and Castle, What Has It, and yeah, etc. My followers on Instagram are still not enough. Yes, of course, in Nigeria now, they look at the followers. Buying followers was never an option for me. I think one of the things I told myself was I wanted to grow my followers organically. I wanted to make sure that people following me are following me because of what I represent and the fact that they can relate to it. So I would define the Pelumi brand as energetic, happy, self-loving, life-impacting, world-changing, and self-discovering, So a lot of people actually come to my page and they're like, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that. How do I do it? And thankfully, I'm able to give them like few pointers as to how to go about it. I mean, for God's sakes, I came from science into an art-related profession, and a lot of people also have those kind of issues as well, where they're studying what they don't want to study, and at the end they want to chase a passion that has been burning inside of them. So they're always wondering how to. And even for me, never in my life before 2016 did I ever envision myself as a presenter, and yet here I am being a presenter, loving it and guiding other future presenters as well. So every day is like you discovering yourself. Maybe in summary, maybe I'm a people's person, I don't know. Okay, so I'd say there are two sets of people who come or slide into my DMs, or two major issues that people almost always tell me to help them tackle. So the first would be those who want to become presenters who are not studying mass communications in school. Of course, there are some people who also study mass communications in school, and then they're trying to break into the industry, because it's one thing to study and it's another thing to break into the industry, especially in Nigeria. So, but a lot of times it's more about people who have discovered that they have the passion for presenting, but they're coming from like a totally different background. And seeing as I came from architecture into mass communication, into presenting rather, they're like, I'm probably like the perfect case study or the perfect example. So they come to me asking how they can do it, what exactly they can do. And then the other set of people who also come into or slide into my DMs as well are people who basically have issues with comparison, because a lot of times my caption is always like a story, so I call myself a storyteller. So I always talk about comparison, how in this world, like the social media like generation, we tend to just compare ourselves, compare our successes, and then our successes, even though they're little, it's not enough for us because we're seeing someone else is our yardstick. So I always talk about things like that, and then a lot of people can basically relate to it. So they always come like, oh, they really want to stop comparing. What can they do? How was I able to deal with the whole adverse effects of comparison in my life? And yeah, basically. So I'd say those are the two sets of people that always come into my DMs most of the time. Of course, other people come to just to do yeah. I think in life, basically, it's all about not necessarily doing something because you want to make sure that it's solved, and then you can look at you and say, oh, Pelumi was the one that did this. So basically, the success rates, I'm not measuring success rates of the people who came to me, who I've been able to help. I'd say I'm not counting. All I know is I'm giving my 2 cents, and of course the Holy Spirit builds on it. Do you understand? And I'm assuming that it's not just me that they're coming to me, they're meeting other people as well, and then getting all these informations together and using it in their lives, basically. But I'd say a lot of times I think I give them good advice, I guess, I don't know, but yeah. I don't know if I'd call it a pet peeve or something that really irks me in the world today is basically how everybody gets angry with everything. Do you understand? There is this, what's the word? Everybody's looking for like inclusivity. They want to make sure that their opinions are heard, their opinions are right. Nobody wants to be wrong anymore. Do you understand? Everybody wants to be right. And then sometimes I see some of the things that we've grown up to see are wrong. I'm seeing them being celebrated, and I'm wondering why. When did this wrong become right? Do you understand? So an example would probably be Yahoo, like the whole idea of like fraud. I mean, when has defrauding become something that you do to survive and it's seen as it being okay? I mean, it's almost a branch of stealing, if we're being realistic, if we're being honest. And if you cannot tolerate someone taking your belongings or something that belongs to you, something that you worked hard for, why is it now okay for someone else to do that to another person? I really don't understand it. I'm trying to understand it. I'm trying to see what people are seeing is right in it, but I don't see anything right in it at all. I mean, Simi came out to, talk about it, and the amount of lashings she got, and I'm like, why are we even seeing something wrong in what she said? But yeah, I still don't understand the whole idea of fraud being okay, you being a Yahoo boy and the new cool. I don't know, sorry. To manage faith and the entertainment industry, or to manage faith and pop culture, like you called it. I think when I became at peace with myself was when I was able to stop being religious. Because there is something about religion that is almost like a law that holds you down, and then you're not able to fully experience the love, the grace that Christ has made available on the cross. And that being said, I'd say a lot of times I was just like, no, you know how the 10 commandments keep ringing in your ear like all the time, thou shalt not, or everything that is in Leviticus is basically ringing in your head, thou shalt not, and then you're just being so extra cautious, and you're just being so conscious of sin in itself that you end up sinning because you're thinking about it. And for me, I decided that, because honestly, all the time I'd be like, you know what, I'm not doing this, I'm not wearing certain clothes, or I'm not doing certain lengths of hair, I'm not listening to this kind of song. But then I realized that grace covers it all, and you can't impose your faith on other people. You can show them the way with your character. The greatest way to actually show people to Christ is to love them, to be preach about love. Do you understand? To be an embodiment of love. And religion almost makes you judgmental. Being religious now, it almost makes you judgmental, self-righteous, holier than thou. But when you focus on your grace, you know that it's not by my will, but then it's also not by my strength, rather, but then it's the strength of God. It's not by you being so conscious of the law. It's more about you being so conscious of God's grace, God's love, God's mercy. How the fact that He died on the cross to reconcile you, and there is no measure of, there is nothing that can take you away from God's love. This is what can separate us from God's love. Absolutely nothing. So me realizing that fact, and me realizing the fact that God already dwells in me, everything I do is in accordance with His will, So that just gave me peace of mind, and everything I do, I always muttered, Holy Spirit guide me, Holy Spirit help me, hoping that the Holy Spirit is already at work. And yeah, that was when I was able to strike. So if there is something I feel like it doesn't agree with me, sorry, I can't do it. But if I'm fine with it, but then religious people are like, no, I'm like, Holy Spirit guide me, help me make a decision, and if it's fine with me, I do it. Hallelujah. Amen, somebody. No, I can't be a pastor, I'm sorry. Pastor Pelumi Shittu,
yes.